Good evening. I'm James Fisher, and I've been on the Human Rights Commission, it seems like forever, but I think it's about 15 years. Jim Hunter was a friend of mine, too, was a beloved friend of mine. The James B. Hunter Awards traditionally have been awarded to honor those Arlingtonians like Kip Laramie who have achieved a long record of human rights advocacy. Over the past decade, we have honored, decade and a half actually, we've honored real heroes for human rights in our community who have set an example for all of us. And almost always, these are people who have been around a while, almost always they say, just like Kip did, I knew Jim Hunter. If you were doing anything in Arlington that was of importance, Jim Hunter found you, and as Kip said, he introduced you to somebody else and asked you to do something more. However, the Human Rights Commission is increasingly seeing moving examples of human rights leadership among young people who did not know Jim Hunter, but might someday replace him. With a wave of social media and the power of the internet that fuels connection and communication among today's youth, they have become more aware of a wider variety of human rights issues than people before them, and they are willing to take action in creative ways that reflect the way they communicate today. Acknowledging the growing influence of young people in addressing human rights issues, this year, the Human Rights Commission made a special effort to encourage the nomination of young pioneers who have become examples among their peers. The young woman and the two organizations that are being honored this year represent the Commission's hope that through their leadership today and tomorrow, the future holds even greater promise for equal treatment for all. The first of these young honorees is Sara Heisey, who as a senior last year at Wakefield High School showed leadership in expanding the work and the reach of the Wakefield Gay-Straight Alliance group beyond the school's walls to young people elsewhere in Arlington and in the Metro DC area, and for helping to build a virtual community for safe discussion of issues around sexual orientation and gender. As a leader of Wakefield's GSA, she reached to Washington Lee High School's GSA and brought the groups together to plan events, leading to the development of multiple Facebook pages for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and supportive students across Arlington and the metro area. These pages on Facebook offered a safe place to plan events, exchange ideas, express feelings, find friends, and show support. The groups organized to march in Washington's Martin Luther King Day parade, held a dance, among a variety of other activities through the year that brought them together. Continuing her own leadership, Sara appeared on an anti-gay bullying panel sponsored by the Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network to talk about the impact of bullying in schools and the pain that it causes. As a senior project, she also created a separate social networking website for young people to share their views and concerns and get informational resources on sexual and gender identity issues. Her work, she said, was not without some risk. She recalled feeling concerned about the reaction of fellow students, particularly when posting things publicly at high school. The benefit, though, was the resulting connection between young people who found a safe and supportive outlet in events, at meetings, online, to share their feelings and concern and feel the caring of others at a time when they may have been feeling very alone. She took the risk, she did the work, and was a human rights leader, she said, because it's for the people who aren't brave enough yet. We thought if a few people could get together, we could change people's minds. Jim Hunter himself was a strong and wonderful advocate for the gay and lesbian community in Arlington, and he did it for the very same reasons. And so I am so pleased tonight to present the Human Rights Award in his name to Sara Heisey. Please come forward.
First of all, I'd like to say how deeply honored I am to be receiving this award, and most of all, how amazing I feel it is to be recognized for advocacy for people of gender and sexual minorities. This really wouldn't have been possible 20 years ago, as you said, and looked down upon a mere 10. So I'd really like to thank the Commission for that alone. I'd also really like to thank Washington Lee's GSA, as well as the other GSAs in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, who really came together last year, I think, more than ever before. And without them, we wouldn't have been able to do so many amazing things. I'd also like to thank the Northern Virginia chapter of the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, as well as David Aponte, for all their help as well in coordinating these events and for really kicking off all these different Facebook pages and really putting everything out there on the internet accessible for young people like myself. I'd also like to thank Clarendon Presbyterian Church for all their help with events, as well as my friend Martin Letterly Ensign for nominating me for this award. Hi, Martin. And for my GSA sponsor, Mr. Clisham, my senior project coordinator, Ms. Labella, and my family for being completely supportive the whole way through, and for really being there for me when I needed to bounce ideas off of them, or just when I was pulling my hair out at how stressful some things were. I really look forward to continuing the development of my online support network, as well as working with the GSA at University of Mary Washington, which I will be attending next fall. And last year really was only the beginning of this work for me, and I'm really excited to see where I'll go from here. So thank you.